Do. All right, well, whoa, hello world. You get to see my really bad posture while I'm foiling some stuff. My little cheap little stool. All right, let's pull up our little chitty chat. Great. Hello everyone. So as you can see, I have these pieces to these anchors. The rest I painted on. So like all these little pieces I painted, and they're actually baking in the oven right now. So they'll be done probably by the time that I'm done with all of this. So I figured that I could do a live stream and foil these, and yeah. Possibly draw my planner up for the week because it's Wednesday and I didn't draw my planner on Sunday like I normally do. But my excuse is that it was Easter and I took the weekend off. So it's my excuse for not planning properly. But yeah, hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I'm like barely talking, I'm sorry. My voice was probably too quiet. Right now what I'm doing is getting all the glass dust off of the edges. That way it will adhere, the copper foil will adhere properly. Hello, how's it going, kitty? I'm sorry I didn't stream on Sunday as well. Like I said, I was out for Easter. I got to see my dad for Easter, so that was fun. His girlfriend is Italian, so we got some really delicious food for Easter. It was wonderful. But I meant to announce that I wasn't gonna live stream and then I forgot, so whoops. Whoopsie daisy. This will look a little bit more cool once all the pieces are on here. It looks a little weird out of context. This is a custom commission. And like I said, I just made two of the same thing. The painting for this, I got these liner brushes. So if anyone does stained glass or they're new to stained glass and you want to use paint, I got this pack of liner brushes and it was super awesome for the paint to do this font. I was very nervous about it, but it came out just fine. So great. I don't actually have anything I need for foil, so let's grab this and put that there, and we'll grab our fid and our scissors. Ugh. A little sleepy. I feel that. It's the end of, I was about to say it's the end of my work day, but I had kind of a weird work day today and I didn't do much work. I bought a ton of glass today. So, I'm doing a glass haul video for YouTube, because I'm very excited about it. Is right now the beginning or the end of your day, kitty? Or the middle? What kind of paint did you use? The kind that has to be fired in a kiln? No. Watching you realize, oh, I'm so glad to hear that. So no, I use, it's called Pebeo. It's Pebeo, Vitria, and you actually bake it in a conventional oven. So you bake it at 325 for 40 minutes. So it's much more easy to use and much more accessible than the kind that you have to fire in a kiln. I don't really think I ever want to have a kiln. It's just, I don't like this here. I don't want this here. But yeah, it's really cool. I have white, black, and red for my paint. And let me tell you, the liner brushes are absolutely essential. Essential. I didn't have liner brushes for a year because I was like, how could it be that much better? And I was using this gross little fluffy brush. And I now know the error of my ways. I literally could not have done this writing without the liner brushes. So it's like $9 on Amazon. Great. Middle of the day. Whew. Wait, where would it be the middle of the day? Well, I guess that doesn't have to be on a 12-hour thing. Never mind. Well, I hope your day goes by smoothly. I'm glad that... Great. I always do this. Always. Actually, I bought the paint. Oh, so I bought the paintbrushes on Amazon, but the paint I actually bought in person. There's an art supply store that I was kind of surprised. It's not a stained glass store. Art supply store called Blick Art Supplies. That's like kind of a drive to get to, but worth it because they have the paint in store, which I love. I really, really like being able to buy stuff in person. So, yeah, brushes, Amazon. Paint, I'm sure you could get the paint on Amazon as well, but yeah, these little guys, they're called, I don't have autofocus on, they're called Doot or Deboot or E-Boot. I cannot read it. It looks like an infinity sign with oot at the end. So maybe look up E-Boot, like the letter E, boot. I don't know, man. I saw it. I was just like, okay. Yes, I do have a local glass store. I'm so thankful for that too because the price is astronomical. So if I didn't have it, the ability to buy it locally, it would destroy me. So you're on camera right now. Right there.
Am I?
Make sure.
Just like, into the gym.
Okay. Have fun. You mail order online. Yeah, I mean, I've ordered glass online before, but I think I got 12 sheets of glass online, and because of the shipping, it ended up being a total of almost $400, which for that much, for the glass that I got, which I'm glad I got the glass that I did because I got some really cool glass. But the glass that I got should have been like $200 or less without the shipping. So it was just like annoying. I get why, like obviously shipping is very expensive, especially glass is heavy. So a lot of the packages I've gotten are 10, 20, 30 pounds. So if I have ordered any other time, like if I've ordered glass online, I just order small, like 4x7 sheets off of Etsy. You can find some really cute ones, like if you're just looking for like a little bit of glass. But yeah, in person is the best. Absolutely the best. Yeah, I've never ordered from Delphi, but honestly, like, the place I go to, the person that owns it, they've been in business for like 30 years now. And the person that owns it, I was like, yeah, I was thinking about maybe ordering some stuff from Delphi because I'm very upfront with them. And they're like, they will tell me, like the store I go to, they will tell me prices of things if they're better in other places. Like because I go there so often, they're like, oh, if you want this, you should probably go here. And they're like, I said Delphi, and they like made a face, and I guess they don't like Delphi for some reason. So, oh, yeah. Yep. It's a lot. It is very, very heavy and expensive to ship, so that doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, that's a little high. The only place the place that I ordered my bulk order from, that was like $400. It might have been less. It might have been $300. Anything in stainedglass.com. Their website is a little wonky and it looks like a scam website, but I've ordered from them like 20 times and they're very nice. And like I've had problems with my orders before, and it's like they're super helpful with getting it situated. It's like a brick and mortar place that's, I guess, like somewhere like Maryland or something, and then they just have an online store too. So yeah, the place that I went to today was it was a hike. I drove quite a while. So honestly, if you're looking to like get glass and stock up, it's usually worth it to drive if you can make a day trip out of it. Closest shop I can find is over 3 hours away. Not the best customer service. Oh no! Well, yeah, then don't give them money. I won't give places money if they have poor customer service. Because it's so easy to like give good customer service. And I say this because I worked in customer service. Technically, I still kind of work in customer service because I work with a lot of people and do custom commissions and stuff. But it's like so easy to not be rude. But yeah, it's a conundrum. I mean, the place that I go to most of the time, I live like really close to. And I used to drive past there all the time on my way to work when I had my last job. And I was like, wow, it felt like it was meant to be, because I would pass it all the time. And I was like, oh, that's a cool name for a place. I'm not saying it just to like keep my privacy, give myself the illusion of privacy, really. But yeah. Plus, like, buying in person is better because then you can touch it and like feel the weight. The thing is, I couldn't leave until Saturday afternoon and the shop would be closed by the time I get there. Ugh. No. I don't know what just happened out there. Ooh, some commotion. Anyway, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, maybe look into anything in stained glass. Their small box is a minimum of 10 pieces, and I don't know how much it is to ship. They won't respond. Oh, Tennessee, huh? You're like, please let me give you my money. And they're just like, mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, I guess I'm just like really lucky. They won't respond. Huh. A conundrum. I wrote it down. Good. Good. Yeah, I would check them out. Like I said, Etsy too, but it sounds like you want to do some like big orders. If you'd be willing, oh, Mississippi. Whoo! That's a ways. I thought you might be in Tennessee. I was gonna say if you'd be willing to drive to West Virginia, which I know is quite a drive, but the Wismach factory has like a whole room where it's like $1 per piece of glass. Like it's kind of like the scrappy ends of stuff, but you can get a bunch of cheap glass. I would love to take a road trip up there, like if I go back up to Ohio anytime soon to see my grandparents. I absolutely want to stop into the Wismach factory and just buy everything. A Kokomo crate. Yeah. Kokomo, man, the stained glass supplier that I have here, they ordered a ton of Kokomo, but they only sell it in 24 by 24 inch sections. Kokomo's expensive, man. And a lot of Kokomo glass, honestly, I'm not impressed by it. Sorry, Kokomo. Love you and I mean it, but like some of it's just not that good. Like they have some crates that it is underwhelming, but I prefer a more opaque type of glass. So that might just be my personal preference where I don't like a lot of more transparent glasses, which that's what Kokomo seems to excel in, is kind of more transparent stuff. But yeah, I got today I got just over 20 square feet of glass, a bunch of like really rare glass too. So I was like very relieved about it. Very relieved, because for me, my favorite is probably Spectrum, and it's sad because Spectrum got bought up. So, Ouroboros is really pretty too. They're very different from Spectrum, but they have like the wild art glass. So I really like Ouroboros and Spectrum, but Spectrum doesn't exist anymore. So a company called Oceanside is now basically Spectrum, and they have very similar formula to their glass. So I really like what they do. I'll show you, if you're not familiar with what the trademark of Spectrum is. Let me grab a sheet.
I just turned off the oven for you.
There's stuff in there.
It hit the time limit.
Oh, why did I not hear it?
Because it had 7 seconds left and I stopped it.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck in hay are you talking about? Am I going crazy? I guess this is a really good one to show. So this one is my favorite. The one I wanted to buy was $75. Wow. So Spectrum excels in this like semi-transparent, like wispy, and then this is I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, if you look down where like my whole body is. This is iridized. They don't make this anymore. So this is like a really rare find that I found. Super happy with it. It's so crazy looking. You can't really tell. Maybe down here. Woo! It's pretty. Oh! You're like, yes! All in! Yeah, glass is expensive. That's the biggest hesitation, I think, is that it's expensive. Yeah, that stuff is my favorite. My favorite. Oh, I have to go get the stuff that's in the oven, and then we can start foiling that as well. I'll be soldering this in the morning. I hope to have this all foiled by tonight, and then tomorrow morning I will solder everything and patina and ship her out. So yeah, I bought about, like I said, just over 20 square feet of glass today. It was a lot. It was a lot. The lady at the shop was just like, she was like, oh my gosh, you have so much. And I was like, I'm sorry. And she was like, no, it's fine. I was like, yeah, take my money. And you know what? I got all that glass today, and I still forgot to grab a certain kind of glass. I was like, come on. I didn't realize how difficult it would be to get glass. Whew. I mean, I think ordering a crate might be a little bit extreme for the first step. Kokomo glass can also be really difficult to work with. So they have a lot of texture to them usually. I would say if you can get some Oceanside or Spectrum, they're usually a little bit easier to work with. It might be a little bit extreme. I wanted to do the same thing when I first started. I wanted to do the same thing. I had like $200 worth of glass. Anything in stained glass I think would be a really good option for you though, because you can pick and choose. They don't have like the most amazing selection, but it's good. It's good. No. Ah. And that might save your wallet a bit more than spending like $1,500 on a crate of glass. Oh, that's crazy too. That means that the stained glass people that I get my glass from, that means they probably order like $15,000 worth of stained glass at one time. It's crazy. It can be very exciting. What is the really ripply glass? What do you mean? This, oh, that reminds me. I saw glass today that looked like it was terrible. The really ripply glass. I don't know what the really ripply glass is. Are you talking about the one, which one? Have I talked about it? Did I show it? Let me see if I can have my phone pick up this. This glass was one of the worst pieces of glass I've ever seen. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's like pink. No, it's not really gonna pick it up. Maybe. It's like pink and the texture is of, it looked like wrinkly human skin. A 75, oh, 370. Okay, that's not bad. I bought a couple big cheap frames from Goodwill just for the glass. Oh, very nice. Yeah, the cheap glass and picture frames too, it's a little bit easier than what you're gonna experience with actual glass, like art glass, but at least you can kind of get a feel for it and get your hands on it. That was something I didn't do. That's why I like thought of it. And yeah, that glass that I found today, it looks like, I can't even say it on my live stream, but you kind of get the gist of what it looks like. I saw it and I was just like, The 175 square foot, 800 is $600. Yeah, I mean, that's really heavy. Very, very heavy. Because I think like a square foot of glass weighs like 2.5 pounds or something. Maybe something around there. I might have just made that up. Who knows? You. Yeah, I found some really cool English muffle today. If you guys watch my stream, you know that I love English muffle glass. I don't know why. It's just like pretty. And it's really simple, but it's pretty. And I just like it. Yeah, that's still too much for shipping. I would have thrown up if I had seen that number. It's just like, this is like part of what I meant when I said like the stars aligned for me to do stained glass. Yeah, that's a lot. Wow. I mean, it makes sense. That's crazy. You would like never run out of glass, but it would suck if you ordered it and then like the glass wasn't that great, you know, like you got a bunch of replicate like of the same kind, or if you got like all like dark blue. Yeah, I've only worked with them one time. Oh, I just remembered something that I forgot to do. Thank you for reminding me. I have to look into a shipping to Australia. God, this week is just killing me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I've only worked with it one time, and I didn't seal it because I didn't know you had to seal it, and it was a gift for my tattoo artist, so it wasn't a big deal. But I haven't really wanted to because they're kind of a pain. Kind of a pain. So that was maybe a year or so ago. I just have to go and buy it, like the mirror sealant. I just gotta go and buy it, and then because I have a bunch of mirror and I just don't have anything to do with it. Because I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do mirror stuff and be like super special, and then I never did that. I swear, good golly goodness, if these scammers don't quit calling me, I swear to gosh diddly darn. Stop calling me. Want to be famous? Buy followers at blah blah blah. Did you have to do a lot of grinding on that piece? Not really, actually. I have a ring saw, so I can just like and then usually get it pretty good. So the ring saw, I've had it for about a year, and it is. Can you make letter with stained glass? What? I've made letters before. That's what you're asking? Yeah, that would be an impossible piece to cut, especially because this glass is really, really textured and thick. It's thick. So I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of textured. Yes, I do. I use, well, okay, so design software, no. I use Clip Studio Paint to draw all of my outlines, and then I have a Wacom Intuos 4 drawing tablet that I got back in like 2012. You can find them online for like $40, like on eBay. Letters. Yeah, I could. I've done a letter M before, but that kind of like, I'm just not very, I don't really care for fonts that much and like writing. I was gonna do a beer sign for a friend, but then he like never asked me about it again, so I'm like, okay. Where has this week gone? I just feel like time is going by so quickly and I'm just like not doing anything. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me grab this little book. I'll show you what I used. Where is it? Hey! So this is the one time I wrote letters. This is actually what I used. This like letter book. I got this from my grandpa and it has numbers in it too. This one's called Funky. Ooh. Ooh. And this is what I used for the script. I did a letter M. Ah, there it is. Yes. So So it is the Wacom in 204. There you go. And it looks like this. It's not a normal tablet. It is a Surface that comes with a pen. And basically you calibrate it to your screen and then you can draw like you normally could. So it's not like an iPad or anything with a screen. There are some fancy ones with screens, but that one, it's called Enraku Stained Glass Alphabets. You could probably just find it online too. It's pretty cool. I have a bunch of these little books. They're pretty cool for kind of like those. Oh, you do a cool money sign. It's pretty neat. This was almost $20. Ew. Stop it. Yeah, probably on eBay. Could probably get her on eBay. All right, this is gonna be tricky, so I'm gonna like kind of focus on this for a minute, cause these little doodads down here are gonna be a little tricky, a little tricksy. I am very glad to help. It's so weird, like being asked questions. I don't know. Being knowledgeable on things is strange. Ah! Just stick! This is so annoying. It's killing me. This is taking me so long to foil these anchors. My, oh my. All right, get in there. This is gonna be a little bit. There we go. Yeah. I am building a buffet serving table, and I was going to build the glass shelf out of stained glass. That's how I got here. I want to write my name on the shelf. Wow. That is a really wild way to get into stained glass. From one hobby to another. Maybe here? Alright, so for this like really crazy part, what I like to do is kind of like pinch it and like smoosh it and then like slowly bend it down, and then I'll take this, my handy dandy fid, and like just crush it into that little crevice. Get in there. Get in there. I'm still going to have to patch this, but it's a little uneven. We did it! We did it! Go big or go home, right? Yes. That honestly doesn't look too... Oh, that looks pretty bad. Let's fix that. He's can be a little bit hard to do, but it's fine. We're gonna do our best and then patch it later. It's the best way to view this. Do your best and then patch it later. What we're gonna do is grab our X-Acto knife and go ahead and cut this down a little bit. Great. Superb. I'm gonna go get my pieces out of the oven real quick. Let me smush this a little bit. Smish, smish. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab those. That way they can cool down in time for me to be ready to foil them. So give me just a moment. I will BRB. I don't have my BRB screen set up for this streaming thing, so sorry. You just have to look at my art room. So we have basically the whole focal point of the anchors, which are all of our painted pieces. This took me like 3 hours. It took me way longer than I thought it would. So we're gonna let that cool. The door is fine. That's fine. Oh wait, I have these on here. Okay, let's keep working. Thank y'all, thank y'all. That was so this design is based off of someone's tattoo that they have, and it's like obviously a memorial piece. And so this is like that classic tattoo font. So it was actually really easy to replicate. I was just about to get into that. So what I did was I loosely outlined it with a really fine point Sharpie. For whatever reason, I just like can write in this font pretty well. So I was able to just freehand the font on both of the anchors, and freehand the numbers as well. And then I just got the general idea of it with the Sharpie. And then I went in with my, liner brush and the paint, and it was pretty easy. It takes a while to kind of get used to how the paint behaves. So yeah, it was not too bad. I was actually very intimidated by this too. It was like really, I was scared because it's like doing one is one thing, but doing two is another. So I think I got it pretty close though. So thanks. I'm glad everyone thinks they're cool. I'm pretty happy with how they look like they're gonna turn out. For like the little sunburst part, I used iridescent tan glass, and it kind of gives like a really cool effect. So I just like, I have a bunch of it, so I thought it would just, I like suggested it and they loved it, so it's great. It's great. I'm kind of undecided. Oh, thank you. I'm kind of undecided on what I want my next tutorial video to be. I keep hearing that people want more soldering tutorial videos, but I've already made 2. So right now I'm not certain what else to talk about with the soldering. So if anyone has any suggestions of things they want me to like show and go over in a video, I would really appreciate it. My thought was going to be patina and wax, because I haven't made a video on that, so that's what I was thinking. A lot of times, I guess I could talk about lead came. I was gonna do a video on applying patina, right? And so I thought I was filming so if you follow me on Instagram, I just posted a daisy, and I thought I was filming it the whole time I was applying the black patina, and then I like looked and it wasn't recording, and I was just like, what? No. Design conception to paper. I do have a like pattern, like how I make my patterns tutorial. I made a video on pattern design and how I do it. So I don't know if you want me to elaborate on something more specific. I guess I didn't really show, because a lot of the stuff that I showed in that video, I had already made it. I think I did like a time lapse of the kitty. Have you ever framed any of your work? I have not. I have like no, I made a TikTok video about this the other day. I have no stained glass in my house almost at all. I made a cathedral, like Gothic cathedral circle like 1.5 years ago, and that's one of the only things I have hanging up in my house. Right now I also have the feather hanging up technically, because I was like, it's too pretty, I gotta hang it up. So I hung up the feather in my window. But using a drawing pad and stuff. I've never done it before. So even when I first started and I was hand drawing everything on paper, I had a Canon printer, and it allowed me to blow up pictures based on percentages. So I would scan it, and then I would increase the size. I was able to like adjust it in small increments. So that's how I sized everything back when I first started. So I don't really know how people like draw things twice. For me, I just have this I have a background in digital art. So for me, it was just kind of like the obvious thing to do was to just do everything digitally. It took me a minute to figure out what Clip Studio Paint was. Like, I didn't know what it was when I first started. I had never heard of it. So it took me a few months to hear about that. And then after that was like life-changing. But, yeah, because the way I do it, I like print it onto cardstock. But then if you draw it by hand, I think you'll draw it by hand, and then you like use tracing paper and you trace over it. And then you use that tracing paper for your design. You cut it out and then you glue it onto your glass. So I think that's why people glue their patterns, is when they draw it by hand. I've been looking at the Dragonfly software. I'm not familiar with that. What is the Dragonfly software? It's Clip Studio Paint. It's a one-time payment, and it's kind of like Photoshop, but it's more for like comic book artists. I don't use it for comic book illustration, obviously. So there's like a lot of like manga stuff or manga. Ooh, it's specifically for designing stained glass. That's neat. I've never heard of it before. Yeah, I just draw stuff on Clip Studio Paint with my little tablet, and then I use Rapid Resizer to resize everything. Rapid Resizer is a program that came out when my grandpa was doing stained glass, and he always loved it. So I subscribe to it, and I pay $12 every 3 months. Which I need to not forget to include in my tax write-offs. Do not forget, Rachel. Man, taxes. Ugh. I don't want to do my taxes. Okay, this is almost done. Well, these pieces. You can change the line sizes for copper or lead and what size you are using and adjust the dollar. That's really neat. I'll have to look into that just for like my own knowledge. This is dangerous right now. This is the cup I keep my ice in for my grinder, and this is the cup that I grab for water. This is dangerous. So I put the old nasty ice cup off to the side. Don't drink that water. It's nasty. Hey, Fearless Bear, how's it going? Long time no chat. Which is my fault. I never live stream anymore. Hardly. Hello. As you can see tonight, oh, I messed up my camera. Oh my god. All I'm doing is foiling these. I made 2 anchors. I have the rest of the pieces that are cooling off right now because they're painted, and I had them setting in the oven. So once I'm done with these little hearts, then I should be able to start foiling the rest of those pieces. The fid is your friend. You changed the room again. Did I? I thought I had streamed. You'd seen a stream? Maybe? So my desk is all on the... I don't know how to describe it. I don't remember what my setup looked like the last time you saw a stream. Hello, Stag. How is it going? I'm good. I am great. I bought a bunch of glass today. I was in the window. I have a lot of windows. Okay, so check this out. Maybe, I don't know. So here, we'll move this one. So this is that's where my desk is now. Art studio tour. So my stained glass thing used to be there like months and months ago. And then I moved it, Watch me struggle. I moved my desk over here, and there's these big windows that look into my neighbor's backyard. And then I have like a thing over there and all my glasses over there. So, no, you're fine. Everyone got to see me struggle and it was funny, so it's cool. It is great. I am hoarding up all the glass. I am proud of it too. Proud. I bought over 20 square feet of glass today. It was great. I went on an excursion to go get this glass, which is why I was not in the voice chat all day. I know my presence was missed. But yeah, I went on a little like mini day trip to get glass. So that's where I was today. And it was a huge success. I saw a piece of glass that looked... I'll post it in my Discord, okay? I will post the picture in my Discord. I'm gonna do it right now. So if anyone is in my Discord and wants to see this absolutely horrendous piece of glass that made me like in store, I will post it. I'm posting it in the stained glass updates on my chat now. Nasty glass. It's so bad. It's so bad. It looks like human flesh. It looks fleshy. And it's like really, really like wavy, like ribbed. It looks like flesh. It's so nasty. I know. Every time. Although it is so easy to make me stop working. It's so easy. I get distracted so quickly. But it's okay. I like giving little studio tours. My studio is much cleaner right now than it has been for the last like 2 months. So you got to see like my studio at its best. Other than all that glass that's just sitting on the ground, I have to find a place for it. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but we'll figure it out. So I hope everyone sees the nasty glass that I posted in my Discord and appreciates it. No, I did not buy the flesh glass. It's so gross. It looks like a piece of Lady Gaga's meat dress. It's so gross. So bad. Yeah. Didn't buy that one. There's actually another stained glass artist that she posted it on her story and she referred to it as, I don't know what's allowed on YouTube. It does. It does. I'll post this in my Discord too because I don't want to get in trouble. They referred to it as, let's see, another glass artist referred to it as. I posted. It's so nasty. And it made me laugh so hard when I saw it in their story. Like I said, I'm sorry I can't say it on my stream. I don't know what is and is not allowed. And I am this close to being monetized on YouTube. And I don't want to upset the YouTube overlords. So keep working. I know. Well, technically now this is me talking about the nasty glass. Take my word for it, ZJ. Take my word for it. Oh, that's exciting. What a fun stream. If anyone is not in my Discord who would like to join, I'll post my link in just a moment to my Discord. You can learn all sorts of new things and see pictures of gross glass that looks like human flesh. Kobe style beef. Someone said maybe it could be like wagyu, like the really fatty kind of steak. Maybe it could be that. I don't have it set up. Aw, thank you. I promise it's not. Or like when I first started, I cried. It takes a lot of practice. Here, let me open up my little Discord here so I can put my link in. There's been a lot of trial and error and failures that have gone into my stained glass, so I promise if you just practice, it'll get better. Let's see. Okay, invite people, copy the link, restream. Great. Let me close Discord before my computer loses its mind and cannot handle that many things at one time. There we go. Yes. Welcome. Welcome to the beautiful world of stained glass. You know what? Speaking of which, I don't know why this reminded me of this, but I have been doing stained glass for almost 2 years, and I've never made a stained glass bear. So I think for my next shop update, I'm gonna work on a bear outline design and then make it. The final boss, but like the final boss where it'd be like really encouraging and loud. And that's it. That's the only hardship you have to face, is just someone being really loud and probably like hurting your ear and like startling your family when they hear you on a voice call from across the house. Yeah, I reinforced my pieces. Like for the hummingbird I did recently, the beak was being held on by a strip that was like the width of the beak, like very, very tiny. I've actually also never done leaded glass before, so I have only done Tiffany style glass. I am entirely self-taught, so I might end up taking a leaded glass class. That way I know how. Or I just need to kind of fiddle with it, because I just don't know how to do it. And it seems like, from what I've heard, it's like a headache and a half. Like my like mentor, I say that very loosely, my mentor was working on a window that was about 5.5 feet across, and it was like a half circle. And her and her husband were like talking about how it was just a nightmare, because like it'll, like the little pieces of lead will like shift, and then like you'll solder it and then it'll move a little bit and then it'll like shorten and like length. It's just so weird to work with. Yes, you can make windows with copper, and that's how you can reinforce them. I'm not sure how. I've never made a huge window, but if I do end up making a large window, I will be taking a class just to like kind of familiarize myself with the reinforcement process. The final level would be you'd have to make something with Lady Glocka's flesh glass. I do love bears. The problem is that I almost immediately didn't make anything for myself just because I wanted to, and I started making things that I knew would get visibility. Bears could have as well, but like pretty quickly after I started doing commissions, and I worked full time when I first started doing stained glass. So all of my extra time, like outside of my like real job, was just doing my commissions. So it just boils down to me being lame and never doing a bear. But I'm going to. I'm not going to make my logo. I'm going to make something more nature-y. Like, I really like the bear silhouette walking thing, but I don't want to be basic. Like, it's been done, right? So I want to find a way to make a bear piece that's like cooler. And I have an image in my head. It's up there. I can see it. So I just Why? Why do you think I look so different? What is different about me each time? I don't know what to say. If I had clones, I would not be toiling away on Discord, cutting my fingers up and sobbing off when the microphone muted. I would not be doing this if I had clones. Can you make this? Probably yes. I can make anything. I can make anything you put your mind to, right? Not moving. I can't make like an animated GIF. Whoa, how crazy would it be? So I just thought of this where like there was that Picasso movie where they did every frame was an individual oil painting. What if someone did like a stop motion stained glass scene? Ooh, that would be crazy. That would take so long. Oh, you got me. You got me. I'm actually just a bunch of clones that all look like... But if I were clones, why would they all look different? Wouldn't clones look the same? I found a hole in your logic. It's something a clone would say. I did. I absolutely did. See, live streams are cool because there's so many live streams I've done where I'm like, whoa, that's a good idea, because like someone will say something. How though? How would I do that? Those like carousel things where you have to spin it and then it like is like a horse running. If I did that in stained glass, I can just imagine it like flying off and going and breaking. It'd be terrible. Imperfections in the clone juice. Show me what I'm making. It's upside down. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Once I'm done with this piece, I will assemble it all and then show you a better view of it. So give me just 1 sec and then I'll grab the pieces that I baked because I think they're cool now. So give me a second. Got some flies in it or something. It requires cold water to make the clone juice, and it was actually just some lukewarm water, so it didn't come out right. Just a dish of stagnant lukewarm water. Okay, You can do a flip the camera. Or something in a rocking back and forth motion. Okay. Okay. Ah. This is someone's like personal like tattoo design, so please do not say anything negative about it or anything like that. It's like a memorial piece. All right, so there's that, a little anchor. And then we do a little bit of this. Obviously, we still have to foil these pieces, but you get the idea. And we do a little bit of this. And then we do this. And this. So I made 2 of these per the commissioner's request. This is supposed to be right there. So yeah, it is for a memory for a loved one. Couldn't think of the word. To remember a loved one. Yep. So this took me forever to paint, so appreciate it. It took so long. I was on Discord too, and I was getting so mad because it was just taking forever, and my spine was like at one point, I just had to deafen and mute myself because I was just like getting overwhelmed. Like someone breathed too loudly, and I was just like, it's fine. Thank you, thank you. So, what we need to do now, I'm actually very happy with how this is going to turn out. And what I can do is whenever, so obviously this, oh my lord. So this point where the bottom of the anchor meets up with this part is going to be extremely weak if I do not reinforce it. So I will be creating just like an L-shaped piece of copper wire to attach. It'll kind of run probably from here to here. And I think that should provide enough stability to make it not fall off. So that was the only thing that I was worried about. I was also worried about this part right here, but then for some reason my brain just like didn't see the yellow when I first saw the tattoo design and like the little lines. So, and then they're like, what about this? And I was like, oh yeah, let me add those. So we need to get the glass dust off of these, and then we'll be good to start foiling these. I'm very pleased with how these have turned out. I'm not gonna lie. I really like doing memorial pieces too, just because they're that little extra bit of special, you know? And this week, the daisy piece that I did and this, I did 2 memorial pieces. So I kind of like wonder how many. I don't know how. I don't know how. That's why I have the chat up here. I have looked up how to merge the chats, and I feel like such a boomer. Nothing against boomers. It's just a phrase, but I have no idea how. Please, someone help me. I thought I did it, and like, cause I see people using Restream, where you can see like Restream YouTube in the D Live and like D Live on Twitch. I don't know how. I looked it up too, and like I copied the link. I like did what it told me. That's what I do. That's what I use Restream, and I like don't know how. I don't know how to do it. I have everything set up. I browsed through all of the settings, like, and then I've asked people who I know for a fact have it integrated into all of their chats, and they're just like, I don't know. And I'm just like, what? You did it though. How did you do it? Quit hiding your information from me. Yes, so I am streaming on multiple platforms right now, and so it's all of the chats are like up here. Oh no, you're fine. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at my own shortcomings, ZJ. It's not you. That's enough out of you, Fearless Bear. That's enough out of you. Getting roasted on my own live stream, huh? Getting roasted. Yeah, no, ZJ, I didn't mean for that to come off as like annoyance. It was more just like I'm so upset with myself that I cannot figure it out. And it seems like it should be something that is very easy to Google. Nope. I'll figure it out one day. I'm gonna go get some more water. I am yelling and it's kind of making me thirsty. So hold on, I'll be right back. Have fun looking at this anchor. Please entertain yourselves. I dub ZJ as the chat moderator while I'm gone. So without your permission. Alright, hello everyone, I'm back. Alright, Discord, you can follow that link. And then you can join my server. I have a lot of different types of craft people on there. I'm actually have a bumpin' little community and I'm super excited that I have so many people in there now. Yeah, I think I have close to like 70 people on my Discord now. And there's a lot of people, like I said, that do different crafts. I want it to be a place that you can share small businesses and like promote yourself or other small businesses, and like, you know, if you order something cool on Etsy, you can like post it on there and be like, hey, this person gave me 10 out of 10 customer service, and then, you know, tell people about it, just so we can help support small businesses and stop giving corporations all of our hard-earned money, right? Right. I am still kind of keto. I broke keto for Easter because we had lasagna. I know it's a terrible excuse, but I'm back on it after a little hiccup. So yes. I go through like ups and downs where I'll do like low carb and then do keto, like real intense. But I need to crack down because I need to lose a little fluff. I need to lose a little fluff, y'all. Let's be real. Just for me, right? Just because I want to, not because any other reason. I think my main thing with keto is I just hate cooking. I hate it so much. So a lot of times, like, the recipes, I'm just like, ugh, and then I just eat salami and almonds for, like, days, and then I'm like, I can't eat salami and almonds anymore. Terrible. I found this really good, like, keto taco ball recipe. I don't know what they were. They were like, it was like almond flour and ground beef and like seasoned with taco seasoning and stuff. Yes! Peppers. That's what I was doing for breakfast. Okay, so I have this recipe. I can't say what it is. It's called hot cheesy and then a curse word. And it's hot sausage, onions, peppers, and then cream cheese and normal shredded cheese. That's gross. What's gross? Salami and almonds? Hot cheesy? I don't know what we're talking about. Keto chow.
Hot cheesy poop.
It's not hot cheesy poop. It starts with...
That sounds awesome. Or awful.
It sounds awful.
Awesome. I'd eat the shit out of that. Literally.
No cursing.
I'd eat the poop out of that.
There you go. It starts with an F. It's a 4-letter word. And my roommate came up with the name because, like, we would make it in bulk and there would be like 3 blocks or 4 blocks of cream cheese at the bottom, and it was always really cold, so you would have to like take the spatula and like stab it. It was just really violent. So anyway, that's something I make on a small scale. Keto chow. I'll have to look that up. Protein shakes. Yeah, I need a lot of like faster stuff because my attention span is like with cooking super short, and I'm in here all the time, working all the time, so it is on Pinterest. Yeah, I've been making protein shakes. My favorite food is peanut butter, so I make like peanut butter everything. So I've been making peanut butter protein shakes. Even though legumes aren't as, like, keto friendly, but I still eat peanut butter. I don't care. So. Are you done for the day?
Yeah. Me and Sean are coming in Friday. Oh, guess what?
What?
So, I know you got people here, but side
Okay, hi.
thing.
Yes.
So that nonprofit.
Uh-huh.
Robert used to be business partners with the guy that owns the clinic, and because they were going to start a separate veterans charity, but it just fell through.
Okay.
So he knows him personally, so he's going to call the clinic tomorrow.
Oh,
Try
yeah.
to get me expedited.
So,
You don't have to explain.
oh, the recipe?
Hot cheesy poop?
Hot cheese. Oh, here, I'll write it out real quick. Look, Fearless Bear, you derailed me again. So I use, so for my single servings, I use 2 ounces of hot sausage. Sausage. Oh God, I can't spell. I'm just gonna say it and you'll write it down. I can't do that. So what I do is 2 ounces of hot sausage. I just pour a bunch of diced onions, red peppers, green peppers, and I caramelize them first. Or actually I caramelize it all together, never mind. So I like mix in all the diced peppers and the sausage, and then I just put like a blob of cream cheese, an ounce usually of cream cheese on the bottom of the bowl. And then I will just mix it all together and then put in some shredded cheese. I didn't do nothing. I just use, I don't know. I just buy like a roll of hot sausage. Like I used to buy Jimmy Dean. Like you can buy it in like those like rolls, which is kind of just like a, I don't know, it's just hot sausage. So ground, I suppose. Yes. Ground hot sausage. Please don't catch on the wire. Thank you. Yeah, it's so good. And hot sausage is not that spicy. Ground. I absolutely recommend hot sausage over normal sausage. It just adds something more. I am lazy. Leave me alone. At least I like to clean, so at least I bring that to the table in my relationship. I like to clean. So Brian is very self-sufficient with his cooking, and I'm glad that he doesn't rely on me for cooking, because it's not that I can't cook, it's that I despise it. It's really good, J-Fly. It is time and time again absolutely my favorite thing to go back to. It is amazing. Every time I eat it, I'm just like, it's like the like angels singing in the background, just like hallelujah. My friend raised pigs and sends them to slaughter. I have some of his hot sausage. Very nice. Yeah, it's super good. I just hate cooking. I don't know why. I used to really like it, like when I first started doing keto. But I think it's just because like all I was doing back then was I was in school. So I had a little bit more time than I have now. Like I was a big nerd in school. So I spent like, it was like a full-time job. Like I probably was in class and studying for a total of about 35 to 40 hours a week. Yes, do it. Do it now. You will love it. You'll love it. It's so good. I'm hyping it up, and this is the one thing I'm confident that will absolutely you have YouTube too now? Can I have link? Yes, I do. What? Yes. Let me grab it real quick. It's also just under SunBearGlassCraft, so if you can Google it faster than I can finish smoothing out this piece, let me know if you still want it. Like I said, I am so close to being monetized. I'm so happy. Like, it'll be like 50 cents extra a day, but it's 50 cents. It's something. It's so good. I'm happy about it. And I get to like just help people learn stuff, so it's pretty cool. Pretty neat. I was so hesitant with doing YouTube too. I was like so worried I was gonna tell people the wrong stuff, but I always do the disclaimer of like, this is just how I do it, and people seem to really like it, so that makes me happy. And people seem to like these demonstrations too, even though they take me so much longer. Like, I should be done with this by now. But then I get to just yapping and I can't stop yapping. I don't know. Thank you. You're very nice. But I think it's like $1 per every 10,000 views or so. So like you can look at, there's a website called Social Blade, and it like tells you like real-time stats on different YouTube accounts and supposedly Instagram accounts too, and it like grades them, but it gives you an estimated earnings for different like YouTube, like every YouTuber that's on there, it gives you like estimated earnings. So I've seen some that like, so like my significant other is monetized, and the high end of what his says is what he gets. So my high end is like $30 a month. So I'm like, yes. Oh, what? That's higher than I thought. What? Man. Heck yeah. I thought it was $1 for 10,000, which that seemed crazy to me, but I just said some random numbers, I guess. I thought that's what you told me. Yeah, so Bull Strength, if you want to check out his channel as well, he does fitness stuff. That is the significant other in question that I was referring to and that you saw in here moments ago. Man, look at me sitting in the dark. What the heck? There we go. Yes, I'm very excited. Class. I'm very excited because every little bit of passive income for me, like I really liked doing stained glass when I first started, because I had my real job and stained glass, right? So I had 2 sources of income. And now, since I quit my job, that was like a year ago, but you know, it kind of makes me nervous having only 1 source of income. So I've been trying to increase my passive income and secondary sources as much as possible. So YouTube is really gonna come in strong. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah. And yes, you can super chat on YouTube too. Become an Amazon affiliate and post links. Ooh, that's a good idea. I wonder how you do that. I'll just have to look into that one. Yeah, so YouTube, it's very exciting. I'm very, very happy with how YouTube has turned out. I feel bad that I haven't uploaded a video in a few weeks, but I've been so busy, so I hope everyone is like not too mad about it. Ah, true. Yeah, that's true. I'll look into that. That's a good idea. I will definitely look into that. Did you find the brushes that the ones that I have? The e-boot ones? E-boot? They're so nice. They're like ergonomic. Ooh. Actually, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is, I think a good video would be painting technique, because there's definitely a technique that I have like narrowed down to get the best line work. And that paint is really hard to use too. So e-boot. Cool. Yeah, they're really nice. I like them. They're super cheap too. We'll see how long they last. Like I said, I used them for this one for about 3 hours the other day, and the paint is already wearing off. But what can you expect for $8.99? Not much. E-boot is what you can expect. But, you know, they're not the end of the world. I like them. E-boot. And the cool part about the glass paint too is like, you don't have to paint on just like stained glass. Like you can literally, I'm pretty sure you can just paint onto a glass. Like if you have a glass that you drink from, you can just paint on it. Like you could probably paint on like one of these mason jars and then like bake it in the oven and then it would just stay on there forever. Oh, folk art enamel paint. Because it's like, it says it's dishwasher safe. Also, Fearless Bear, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I should have said that earlier. E-boot. So now the only thing I have to stock up on is foil. I need more foil. Recently I bought an entire case of solder. So I have 25 pounds of solder. Technically I have like 30 pounds of solder because of the stuff I had bought previously. So I have plenty of solder. I have glass coming out of my ears. So I just need foil, and then I think maybe to like touch up on some chemicals, and I should be good for a while. That is until I get a special commission request for something that I don't have the glass for, and then I have to go to the glass store. I missed a few streams. Honestly, I haven't been streaming that much. I think I've been pretty consistent about Wednesday and Sunday for a few weeks now. But you know, for a while, basically after Christmas, I just like stopped. I was streaming every day from like October. For like October, I streamed like every day. It was wild. I was so tired. It's just like I scream too much and I'm like just too animated, and then when I'm done streaming, I'm just like and I like wither, shrivel up. Brian will be like, hey, how's your stream? And I'm just like, don't talk to me. I expend all of my energy. I definitely was gone for a while. Because a lot of times I've just like prioritized working over talking, you know? I did. I was streaming, I guess the last time you saw my stream, I was streaming every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Lord have mercy, super early. I would get up at 6 a.m. to stream. Ugh. And then I was like, I know, I had like these comments. I had this comment that was like, I think this account is dead. And I was like, y'all just chill. Like, don't make me feel bad. This is like, this is my full-time job, and streaming is just like a side thing that I tried, right? I was like, please don't make me feel bad. It was after Christmas, I had like a huge shop update December 5th. And that was a crazy update. I got like almost 60 orders, and a lot of the orders were like really big orders too. So I don't think there was a single order I did for Christmas that had just one item in it. Like everything was multiples because everyone was buying Christmas gifts. And so I was like an insane person for weeks, and I had a bunch of commissions that I had to finish before Christmas as well. So for that shop update and then for the time after, I was like just so tired. I didn't want to live stream. And then, and then I took 2 weeks off. You know, it wasn't a guy. I don't think it was a guy. I don't know. I have no idea. But they were like, it was just someone that was like, I think this account is dead. I was like, why did you have to comment that? They were like, I think this account is dead. Unfollowed. I was like, good. Bye. Go follow me on my other social media, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. What did you start with to build your business? Did you sell on Etsy? Yes. So I am still on Etsy. I'm kind of hesitant to leave. Now, I don't like the fee that Etsy takes. So Etsy takes 5%, but at the same time, that 5% is it's a maintenance fee, right? And it's I'm paying for their service because they make shipping super easy. Now, this might be me saying this just because I don't know what it's like to have my own website and like go through PayPal, but they make everything really easy. They have a lot of different like tracking things in it, and they have a lot of different like data analysis tools. So I've just kind of stayed on Etsy because I don't mind it. The type to talk out loud in the super. Oh no! That's totally me though! If I'm alone at the grocery store, I've caught myself saying stuff out loud and then I'm just like, everyone thinks I'm crazy. Me, I don't even care. I will call myself out right now. And then every time I see someone else in the grocery store that's saying stuff to themselves, I'm just like, hey, what up? But usually I go, like me and Brian will go together. So what tips do you have for building an Etsy business? I've been trying to come up with good things to sell. I kind of just I didn't comment anything. I didn't reply back or anything. I just kind of thought that. I was like, I think I said like, I forget what I said to that response, or to the guy that said that. But I kind of knew that I wanted to do stained glass, and that was something I just kind of hyper focused on stained glass, and this is like, I was like, I'm just gonna do this. But it very slowly evolved to like me. A lot of it came from TikTok. I know a lot of people like to talk crap about TikTok, but TikTok, I started making TikToks November 2019. And I think without TikTok, I would not have been able to quit my job in June of 2020, because it got me so much visibility, and I got a lot of commission requests from TikTok. So that was kind of like how I started posting like little tutorials on there, and then it kind of like cross promoted my Instagram and my Etsy at the same time, and it just kind of like, that's fine. What kind of weirdo talks at this supermarket? It's me. It's fine. Basically, so when I first started, I made like a pretty healthy mixture of like, I think when I first started, I made the magic mushrooms. So it's like this mushroom trio that's made of all iridescent glass, and that took off. And then I also made just a lot of stuff that like got people's attention. So I made a big monstera leaf that had a bunch of iridescent pieces. It was that got people's attention. And then I also did a series on this thing called the mushy moon, and it was like a crescent moon with mushrooms in it. I would have to rifle up the paperwork, or you can like look through my Instagram because it's really far down. But it was just kind of like, I made these things because I thought they were really pretty, and I thought other people might like them too. And then because I was posting like the process video on TikTok and then posting it on Instagram, it was just like, it kind of slowly worked its way up. So yeah, it was a lot of random stuff in the beginning. My first piece was a big leaf that is heckin' ugly, but after that, I did a rose, and people really liked the rose. And then just a bunch of nature stuff. I did a cat skull. The cat skull was like really wild. And these are all mine. I hand drew everything. The only design I've ever really used was I did an album art for my brother. And like an album cover for my brother. So I just like did the album cover, and then that like letter M. So yeah, like I drew the mushrooms, I drew the mushy moon. I'm really stubborn. I don't like using other people's stained glass patterns. So yes. Yeah, it's been really cool watching myself get better and like seeing the progress. But yeah, they're all sun catchers. They're all like small stuff. I don't really like making big stuff just because it's just like stressful. It's really stressful. Like if you spend like 50 hours on something and then it breaks, it's just like versus if you spend like 5 hours on something and it breaks, it's it sucks, but there's less anxiety tied to it, I think. Usually I'll make stuff that's up to like 12 inches, 12 to 14 inches. It's like the biggest stuff I made. I did a horse portrait. That was like huge. Y'all, I undercharged. That was when I was not charging properly. It was such a good, it was one of my favorite portraits, animal portraits that I've ever done. And the price, I just didn't know how to price things. And like when you're first starting out, you don't want to overprice things too. Like you're not going to get sales if you have no credibility. So, what are you going to do? You live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. In case anyone has not seen my social media, this is my most recent thing that I've made that I'm like super, super proud of. Let's see. I want to stand up for a sec. So I made this like galactic galaxy feather. And I painted on all the little stars. And it's pretty neat. It looks better on this one. Has like a bunch of different colors. So what I'm gonna do, I have a bunch of different ideas for different colors that I'm gonna do and like things that I can paint. So yeah, I like it. I think I'm gonna do like a whole, cause I was thinking the other day, I was like, I've been a stained glass artist for 2 years. Oh, thank you. I've been a stained glass artist for 2 years. I've never made a feather. I was like, I feel like that's just wrong. So I made a feather. Just sunglasses. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one that looks like dawn dusk. And then I'm going to make one that looks like a bright blue sunny day. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but those are my ideas right now. If anyone steals my ideas, I'm going to know who did it. So I want to have kind of like this, I don't know what to call it. I was thinking of calling it like the solar line or like the solar collection or something like that, because it's just like different times of day. The new piece. Hello, is that what this is from? Yeah, this is a tattoo. This is a tattoo that someone wanted me to turn into stained glass, like their tattoo. So this is a memorial piece for someone's loved one. They wanted me to make 2 of them, so I made 2. I'll turn it around in just a second so you can see it better, but I painted on all of the details with my new liner brushes that I got. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, it has like a little Santa hat. I don't know what the Santa hat means, but it's pretty cute. Oh. No, the feather is gonna be for my next shop update. I never make anything for myself. I'll probably, the first bear that I make, the one that I have in my brain, I am gonna make that one for myself. So, no, never make anything for myself. But yeah, these are pretty cool. I like this. I like it. I don't know if that's like when it was in, or if that's like, I don't know. But it's a memorial piece. for their loved one. But okay, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to describe this whole story, right? But basically, I'll give you the short end of it, the short story. So Brian is the most wonderful person in the whole world, and he created this like mythology for me because I love bears, right? And I figured it was like birthday and that's what I thought it was. I didn't know that was like a lifetime career thing. I don't know all the details, so that's why is like they didn't tell me any details. They just told me that's what they wanted, and then I did the like, you know, outline for them. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so Brian has this like little story that he's come up with. He's created a whole mythology for me because I love bears, and it's called the Crystal Bear. And so I think what I want my bear to be is I want it to be Crystal Bear. And there's like this whole story that goes into it. It's so ridiculous. I can't even tell you, but it's really cute. I know. I think it's a memorial piece, like a lifetime thing. So I don't know. I don't ever want to like ask because it's always like really sensitive, but I think it's a cool piece. I really like how it's called. Here, I said I was going to show you, and then I absolutely did not keep my word. Stop. This is ridiculous. Come on. It's chaos. I do a lot of memorial pieces though, so it is what it is. I just like it because I really like helping people. Like I made one that it's personal information. I'm not gonna go into it, even though it's super vague. I made one and it like brought a tear to my eye that I got to make it for this person. And it was a smaller piece, but it made me very happy that I helped someone have like a little memorial for their loved one. Let's see, so we get to turn this around. This one's all done being foiled except for the little pom-pom on the hat. Yeah, so a little anchor. Looking pretty sharp. I already said it, so I'm sorry to be repetitive, but the lettering took me 3 hours total. So an hour and a half per cross or anchor. It's a crossing and an anchor, let's be real. But yeah, I like it too. I'm very happy with how it's turned out. I don't know if you can tell, but I used iridescent glass for this top part. It's like kind of white iridescent glass. They didn't really say that they wanted that, but I checked with them and I was like, hey, I think this would be really cool because it's supposed to be like a burst of light, and they really liked the idea. So I'm happy that they liked it and I got to jazz it up a little bit. Yes, the order was for 2. So I've been making a lot of double memorial pieces lately. The owls that I made were a memorial piece, and I made 2 of them. 2 anchors, memorial. The daisy that I only made 1, but there were 2 daisies in it. X-Files theme. I need that to be in my stream. Like a little stream thing. My friend has it on his Twitch. Okay. So let me clear some space on this table so I can put this over here. Move this. Like so. I think these will look very, very snazzy once they've been all foiled up. All right, back to work. And then I'm like very slowly working on, I have 2 goat portraits that I've had to do. And I have all the glass planned. Some of it I've cut out, but I've been like, just this week has been so weird because of Easter. So tomorrow, I'm going to be cracking down on the goats. I'm gonna get this soldered and sent out, soldered, patinaed, sent out in the morning, and then I'm gonna just really crack down on the goats tomorrow afternoon. I have a YouTube video that I need to edit. Theme, what theme is this? This, the song? What? The goats! They're all buried right now, the outlines. But one's name is Junebug and the other one's name is Sarah. They're the cutest darn goats you ever did see. They're part of a herd of 19 goats, and the person wants me to make an individual portrait for each one of her 19 goats. So I've already made 2, and this will be, oh, X-Files. See, this is my biggest issue with live streaming, and I've said this before, is that I just rant and then people will respond and I'm just like, huh? I don't remember what I just said. The truth is out there. How do you tell the episodes apart? Yeah, we've watched, I haven't watched all of them, but I forget we started watching all the episodes that like have main story to them, like I forget what they're called, but it's like only the main episodes is what we started watching. So I've seen like maybe 10 of those, and I really, really like them. We just really don't watch that much TV and like that many TV shows, so it's we'll like occasionally go on like a Star Trek Deep Space Nine kick and we'll watch like 2 episodes, and that's a wild night for us. That's wild. That's some binge watching right there for us. But I think what we lack in like normal TV and movies, we make up for in like YouTube and just YouTube. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. I know, right? 2 whole episodes. Bunch of wild party animals here. I think I'm running out of steam for tonight. I woke up at 6:30 today. It is now almost 8. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably finish foiling this in the morning. I only have 7 more pieces left. So I'll get up early tomorrow, foil and solder. This is like the easiest thing to solder ever too. Like this really should not take that long, other than the adjustments or the reinforcements on the back. It really shouldn't be that bad. So I think I'm gonna call it a night. I was hoping to get both of these done, but I am just tired of sitting here, and my art room is also very warm. So I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate all the chit chats and questions and all that. So I'll be back on Sunday. Usually I get on around like 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern time on Sunday. So I will